Hello, I hope you are well. Welcome to another video. I just want to say a big thank you to all of my new subscribers and those of you returning and supporting the channel. Thank you for all the comments and lots of encouragement for me, because I get very nervous about this at times, I have to say. It's quite difficult to be telling you what I'm saying, and I'm really grateful for the support. Thank you. This is actually part 2 to the other video I did a couple of days ago, because I was really cut off by my camera because I had too much storage on there, I didn't realise I had so many videos on, so I've taken them off and we were all sorted, got rid of some apps I did not need. Anyway, I will get myself sorted out eventually with a proper camera, the works. But for now, we have to go with this as the channel grows. I'm in a different position today because I want you to see this picture, this painting. It's a Fabian Perez, if anybody's interested. It is my favourite. I love it. And this is the painting that taps, or should I say spirit or whoever is here taps it. When they're confirming something, I'm saying, even sometimes when I'm thinking something, or just to cause annoyance, especially when you're watching the TV at night because they want attention. There are lots of taps and things go on here. And it tapped just before I turned the camera on to let me know that they would do that. They have done it when I've been doing my videos, and I don't know if it's picked it up at times or what, but I wanted you to see. Let me know if you can say anything, because I know there's somebody standing right next to it. So just a bit of, something interesting. I always feel like I'm reading the news here. Right. Okay, if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. Check out all my other videos that explain about the shadow men and lots of other things. Okay, so I was trying to talk about, I'm going to take up directly from that video. So if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's the one just previous to this one, although I'm going to be uploading some other videos. So I will leave a link to it. Right, okay. So I was talking about saying a lot of people at the end, like I often do, and we're talking thousands of people here, probably more at times. And I was trying to say that they were actually what looked like a green felt cutout of the UK somewhere. It was very sort of dark, but they were all standing there. And that was really, that's just upstairs, by the way. And it was really odd to see. They were all looking towards me, a lot of them, the people I was seeing, millions of them, a lot of men in black, military. I saw women as well, because it moved from that. It's almost like they're telling me that there are so many of them. There are so many of them around the world that are protecting, but in the UK, for some reason, there's an awful lot of them. And because of me. All right, okay. Anyway, if you want to find out more about my connection with the shadow men and their strangeness with me, check out previous videos. Okay, so there was a lot of that. And then when I saw them, now I've had this before, but I actually started to get very emotional and I started to cry, and all I kept saying to myself was, I want to go home, I want to go home. So I don't know if these people they're with me, or they're actually people I know from wherever it is I come from as a starseed. They are here with me, and they tend to show me them at the end, the start and the end. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go through finish off what I saw, and then I've done a little bit extra. Then I'm going to explain some of the things I've seen in previous videos. I haven't got answers to all of the questions on your comments because they're not giving them to me yet, okay? But when I get them, I will let you know. Okay, so what I didn't tell you as well, that was at the end, but what I didn't tell you was, because I was in two minds whether to or not, I was actually going through, as I do, streets. It's as if I'm traveling through the middle and I see all of these people, and in between all these sort of Victorian looking Edwardian people, there were a group of young women who were in graduation robes, and they were from modern time. They're from our time, contemporary. And one of them was a woman I'd seen on the television, a young woman, I think she was of Indian descent, in the UK, and she'd been killed, or there was something had happened to her. I got her very strongly, and now they allowed her in this meditation. They're very strict about allowing anybody like that in, but she was important and she had to be seen. I have to talk about it. I don't know her name, but I can see her very clearly. I can see like photographs of her. I think they showed me a yellow cardigan as well. I think she wore a yellow cardigan when she was a baby. So if anybody's watching this and you know who she is, she's very happy. She's safe, content. And she was there, and they were all throwing their I'm feeling very emotional when I'm telling you this now. Graduation hats up into the air. It's as if all these people were cheering for something. And I was going through in the middle, so I don't know. It'd be nice to think it was for me, but you never know. But they were throwing their hands up in the air. She had graduated, and all these other women had graduated something. So whether they have fulfilled their role on the planet to bring about change, I think that's what it might have been. And they had graduated, they had done their job, and they had graduated. And right, okay, they're showing me, when an angel gets his wings, they're showing me It's a Wonderful Life. I'm really emotional. It's like it could have been their first job on the planet, and they got their wings and they were graduating. Oh God. And there was another woman there who had been shot recently by, I don't know, blonde woman. Again, I can't remember her name. I tend to keep away from the news because as much as I can, because it's just awful what's going on. So blonde hair, the woman who was shot in the garden, I think she was, by a stray bullet. Young woman, lovely young woman. It should never have happened. She was there too, and she was doing the same thing. And the other women, I couldn't see who they were, but they were in full graduation, university graduation robes. So, and they were very happy. So if you're watching this, yeah, definitely, take heart from that, if you're connected to those people. Okay, so I had to tell you that. What else have we got? Yeah, then I did a bit of just to add on to it. They wanted me to add on a little bit. I was saying lots of different things, but they're the bits that they wanted me to tell you about. Sometimes the message is, parts of the message are private to me. So, but again, Victorian people at a concert. Why I say these things, I don't know. Why is Victorian an Edwardian age? I'm not so sure. I have a feeling that it's something to do that started, I'm saying the number 1899 again in that program, but it was something that was started around that time between they're giving me numbers, 1893 to 1915 is coming to an end now. But these people have, who I'm saying have expertise. We're being reminded of this era, and they have expertise to show us what direction to go in next. So if that means anything, or anybody, that resonates with anyone, and you feel like, I'm getting a terrible urge for coffee now. I don't really like coffee, but I'm a terrible urge for coffee. I don't know where that's going from. And the tripod's clicking, so I don't know what that's about. Why am I saying Costa? I'm looking at when my eyes get diverted like this and I get interrupted at a spirit trying to get through or somebody trying to get through and the tripod's clicking. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's to do with my friend Tina. She used to work at Costa. No, it's somebody else. Somebody's trying to drag my... If you see me do that, that's a spirit. I can't do anything about that. That happened. Anyway, so they're sitting in a concert, but I do think it's concert. It's something to do with music as well, because this is the weird bit for you, as if it isn't all weird. But so I see, I go, it's something that was started there. I'm not being told what it is, but these people have expertise not influencing us in moving forward out of this age that caused problems for us. I don't know what it is yet, so, you know, hopefully they'll give me more information. I think as I get more confident, they'll give me more information that might be obscure. But at the moment, it's just, you know, they're feeling their way with me at the minute. But I looked at the stage. Didn't remind me of Warwick Castle, where I'd just been, well, just before Christmas, but because I saw a picture of the guy and he's been appearing, and when I say guy, this is a king who's been appearing off and on and walking through my room. Now I'll say to my son, why is King George V walking through his flat? Anyway, okay, so King, yeah, it was King George. There was orchestra. I couldn't see the rest of them. I knew they were playing. But there's King George sitting in full uniform. And I'm going to show you a picture of him playing a violin, or as they told me, fiddle. You have to excuse me for a moment while I try and bring up this. Oh, it's a message coming through. Oh, telling me I haven't done my languages for... I'm going to try today. And this is the guy. I don't know if you can see him. So this is the guy, the spirit who's walking around my rooms. Okay. And I saw a picture of him when I was at Warwick Castle. And I think a few of them came back with me. They definitely did for 3 days. I always do. Wherever I go, I start seeing them when I was there walking around. I always get told, do not engage with the picture. But I did. And they appeared at the Earl of Warwick. Was it Neville? Oh, I can't remember the name now. Richard Neville, something like that. Appeared around here for a while. Anyway, they get them out eventually. But he's obviously important. So it's something within his reign. But why he's playing violin, I don't know. I often in my meditations, I'm playing musical instruments on a stage somewhere, which is hilarious because I can't. I love to play the violin. I listen to a lot of violin music. My music tastes are very varied and they all bring messages for me. It could be Britney Spears, it could be bubblegum pop, epic music, opera, or violin music. Lindsay Sterling is brilliant. Whoever. But I listen to the music that brings the message out. So the violin is important. I'm often shown an orchestra and my guide is being the composer, and that's about getting everything together. And maybe maybe I'm going to say all the other people in the orchestra, and I think it's all about getting all the strings and everything together. So what is happening, what needs to happen can happen. Everything has to start working. Time, it's like I'm seeing gold threads that need to be woven and attached together. Oh, that's why you were showing me knitting before. Oh, okay, I get it. Things need to be woven together in time and space to get everything right so we can move on to. And that's why you showed me tomorrow's world, the whole program. Okay, yeah, there you go. I get it now. So, but again, these people, then they were standing, and I was going through they were standing in rows, and I was going through them, and I could see the backs of their head. They were dressed in full finery. So it's something set up, it's upper classes I'm getting. Maybe it's an inequality somewhere. It's something that was set up in Victorian, Edwardian times that has caused a lot of chaos. I'm saying Tesla as well. Why am I saying Tesla? Things that were prevented that needed to have happened. And that's interesting because I'm going to be talking about this on my Lightworker coaching video, which I'm transferring my second channel to this channel. But it's about how various things can come into your life that distract you and stop you from doing something sooner than it should have been. And I think that's what's happened to us as a collective, as a world. Things have come in deliberately from other people who want us to slow progress or to control progress. And that's what they say about Tesla. You know, we could add Wi-Fi a lot quicker if Tesla had been allowed to really come forward with his gifts. So it's that kind of thing. And for me, I think on a personal level, you want to look at that as well as a light worker. Who's preventing you? What's preventing you? I think that needs clearing, because it happened to me. I looked at the analytics for this channel this morning, and I didn't realise I had started this channel. It was different. It was about my writing as an author at the time, 2008. Then I left it for a few years, primarily because somebody told me I had done the video all wrong, a so-called friend as well, done the video all wrong. I was, I hadn't got my voice right. I hadn't this, and this person basically trounced me and told me how I should do it better and how blah, blah, blah. That put me off. I didn't go back to it for ages. Then I did a bit more, still wasn't sure, went through different things. People put me off. This time I'm not going anywhere because this is too important to do, but it's very difficult. So I want, you know, that is what's happened to the world. It's almost like it didn't have the confidence to go forward. It's that kind of thing. And there were people interfering with that on macro and micro level, I'm being told. People's hearts, minds, bodies. It's in everything. We've got to root it out. And I think there's something about this time period that's very important. I've seen Winston Churchill again when I speak. It's part of the spiritual war between light and dark. And I'm seeing all the generals again, Eisenhower, Montefiore, McNamara, all those people who are working behind the scenes to get us through this, and the threatened war that is going to come to the fore. That's speaking through me now. To the fore. Something to do with 1912 as well. Okay. Now I'm seeing the Titanic, people waving at the Titanic. This is real time. I can see these images. So you're saying how I say it. Waving at the ship. There's something to do with the ship. It's all to do with the sea. Oh my God, there's an Edwardian woman walked through here. Oh, okay. Walked right past me. Tell me if you say anything. God, it's hard seeing it alone. Yeah, I can see them on the. I can see her on the cape of the. It's like she's in two places. Like I said in the other video about me. So it's on the dock. Liverpool. I guess Southampton, Liverpool dock as well. I don't know, or is it a different ship now? I don't. It's to do with ships, liners. I love cruising, so I don't. That sounds terrible. I always do that. That's not. I love going on a cruise. God. I don't know why they've shown me that. Very strange. Is there anything else you want to show me while I'm... This woman's walking back. She's even got a parasol. The hat, the works. Something to do with the sea. It's tapping again, the tripod. And I'm looking at the Costa Caramel Latte here again. What is going on? This is what I'm looking at. Does this mean anything to anyone? Oh, you can't say because it'll be round the other way. Costa Caramel Latte. The only thing I can drink. They won't let me drink tea. They control, well, they don't control. They advise me not to drink tea anymore, and I was obsessed with tea. I loved it. Anyway, it's not good for me. I don't know why they're showing me that. I'm not getting anything more. If that means anything, that is really strong though. They won't let me move on. Why won't you let me move on? What is this? Show me, please. Now one of the mabes or shadow men is standing there and pointing at something. Porthole. Porthole? Portholes on a ship. Somebody's opening it, coming through it. It's got like, it's like a stevedore. That's it, a stevedore. What? Heavy carrying. A lot of people are carrying heavy things that need to be let go of. Ships, rocking ship is emotions. It's I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on here, but there's a specific message for some people who are carrying a lot of baggage that needs to be dumped. Their emotions are out of kilter, and some of them are going down like the Titanic, and that's because you're going through dark night of the soul and ascension. Get help, please. Just talk to somebody. That's a specific message for some people. But the old baggage, that's the extra message on top of something else that's for the collective in the world. Not getting any more. Okay, so yeah. The other thing that I saw, which I didn't tell you about, was they had me flying around in space again in this meditation, and I was seeing black holes. And at one point I thought, it was almost like I was going past them, but at one point I thought I was going to go into them, and I went, don't go in there. So, no. And I went past these black holes, but a lot to do with black holes. There's going to be more information on that. They showed me that black pyramid coming out of one. Wormholes as well, and they'd put a light on military here. Little sparkling light on that. Something to do with space travel. Going to make things easier in space travel. This black holes, once we get the information that we need for these black holes and those coordinates that were given in the previous video. Not the previous video, the one before that. I haven't got them here to tell you what they are. They are something to do with that. Coordinates for a black hole, like a wormhole. Black. Is the coordinates for a black hole. Okay, that's going to be instrumental. I think there's going to be some research done on it. Something like that. By NASA. And I keep it quiet. because it would help. It's almost like it's going to help. They show me Concorde again, which is for futuristic flight, as in space flight. You're telling me not here. You need to just calm it out. They're shoving stuff at me. Okay, so those coordinates. Somebody said on the comments that they reckoned that they were outside of Earth, and that's correct. They are to do with this black hole, but there is a connection to Earth. There's some, I don't know if the moon affects the tides, but it's almost like this black hole is near enough to affect the planet, the axis and the core that they were talking about of the planet, and the axis in space, and it's like out of balance or something. Oh my god, this is so technical for me. It's like rocket science. Yeah, I think that's what they're talking about. Oh my god, they're the wrong person. So yes, it's for a black hole. Wow, I didn't expect an answer to that. So what else have we got? The other I wanted to show you a couple of pictures before I tell you a bit more, because when again in a previous video, they're all on the playlist. Check out the playlist. Yeah. If you haven't seen any of these videos, and please like, share and subscribe while you're there. Right, so I was talking about a globe of light in space with these rings, and there were thin rings. Now I found mine, because I've had books about stars and everything since I was a child, but I flicked through this book. I just pulled it out. They'll sometimes guide me to certain books. I've got loads of books in this place. I've got more in storage from my flat I shared my house I shared with my ex-husband. Oh, it's so many books, you wouldn't believe it. And it shocked me though, because it's smaller. It was small and then it got bigger, this globe of light. But this shocked me because it was very like, I don't know if you can see it now, bring it closer. Yeah. And this is apparently Hoag's object, and I don't know much about it, so I can't tell you anything. It's just been spotted. So that was very close to what I was saying. And then the Oppenheimer thing with the symbol, this shocked me again as well. And this is serious. If that's what it's like, this symbol. It's also what he, in that trailer I saw for the movie, does. And it's something to do with atomic. I don't know. Again, watch previous videos. I haven't been given any more information about that. But that is very like, sometimes the circle in the middle is smaller, that I draw as a symbol, as a healing symbol. And it's to do with atomic energy. So there's that, but that is serious. Then I wanted to show you a bit, I've said about this little spiral that appears on the air at night, and it sort of opens up and it goes like a tunnel, and they call them time tunnels. I think Doctor Who, that kind of thing. And this is what it's like. But I'll show you it. It's like this. Now that's an effect on the sky, and I think it was done in Australia. Polar stars, okay? But that's the closest I can. It's very like that, and it opens up. But I say it's black and white, and then I get all, when I'm doing meditation, all different colours, and they can be triangle shaped and all sorts. So, okay, good way of illustrating what I'm seeing. So, then I've seen, what did I say? I tried to draw it, but I'm not showing you that. I saw, it was like I I saw strands of bacteria, things like that, very organic, sort of to do with the body. I see lots of things like that. They actually showed me having an operation. I'm not going to have an operation, so, but it's to do with showing me about healing. And it was almost like they were around me, they went full greens and masked up. But and they were showing me inside of my body at a certain place, but I got up and I went traveling, and but it was triangle shaped, and it was then I was told that I had to, they want me to tell you basically the way I've talked about healing, light worker healing, it's going to change so that you actually go within the body to heal it. You become, what they're trying to tell me is you become like a surgeon. And this is psychic surgery, I suppose. Okay, but don't, I'm going to put caveat up here, please take medical advice, yeah? Whatever it's the best system we have at the moment. So if you've got real problems, take that advice. If you want to do something extra with psychic surgery or whatever, then that's up to you, yeah? I'm just telling you what this is for the future, for light workers and how they're going to heal. Doctors are going to change into healers more than, yeah, it's a new type of healing that's going to evolve. So it's almost like you travel around like an orb and you would heal. And I've actually done that. They've had me doing that before, and I'm going to be doing more of that. And they keep telling me that, but they're not showing me anything extra with the healing at the moment. I think they want me to do some more research courses, and then I'll be able to develop that, and that's what I'm going to be showing. Okay, all right, more information. I'm going to be showing people how to do that. But anyway, so I saw this, so I saw these strands of it. They've shown me things like that at night. That is really odd thing. Now, if you know about triphobia, I don't like certain patterns or shapes. But they show me all these, it's like fungus and things like that. It's back to do with bacteria. It's very strange, but they don't tell me anything. They just show me it. And all right, all I keep hearing, this is important for you to hear as well, I think. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know why. If you've ever watched Doctor Who with the Master, when he's baiting the Doctor, and he basically says on the TV, what this world needs is a doctor. And that's what I keep hearing. So I think the world needs a doctor to help it out. And I'm not talking about global warming stuff. I mean, in general, everything. Okay, so I think that's the light worker role. So, yeah, and then I saw this globe of white light. It's like a, like those things that show you of COVID, like the little thing with the spikes on. Well, it was a ball like that. It wasn't COVID, by the way. I get nothing to do with that now. No messages about that at all, but it was white, and it sort of had little raised bits, and then it had these, like the atom thing, but it's something in the body. So hopefully they're going to elaborate about that. Then there was like a circle of light with circles in it. They're not making that stand out at me at the minute, so that's not so important. But there's definitely some new healing method developing here. I'm getting information about it, and I will give you it as soon as I get it. And there will be courses, there'll be everything, because it's important to be shared. So it's not something I'm just picking out the top of my head, because I can't do that. That's not how I operate. And I keep saying it's been given to me, but they're saying it's something I can do, that they are reminding me about. It's very ancient form of healing. There's a shadow. One of them's walking, pacing back and forward, which means I have to sign off. Okay. So yeah, stuff going on. And let me know what you think. I'm going to be putting out some different videos, Lightworker coaching. I'm moving my second channel over to this one because I've got so much to do. I've got little videos, short ones coming out about the UFO and seeing your pets and things and deceased. So there's going to be some extra videos. I'm premiering them as soon as I can do them. I'm also setting up channel memberships at the moment. A bit nervous about that, so if you're interested, please let me know. That one of them is going to have a guided meditation, so I can show you, you know, what goes on for me, and we can actually do a meditation live stream, and I'm going to be showing behind the scenes in one tier as well, where what goes on when I meditate and all the daft things. And another one I'm going to be doing background, you know, personal video stuff, you know, that happened to me, in a diary of what goes on with the shadow men, you know, most days for me, things I see that's outside the big information that I have to give. Okay, and then there'll be the usual badges and members only chats and stuff. So let me know what you think of that. If there's anything you would like to see in the membership tiers, please let me know. I will eventually get on Patreon, but it's a bit early for me to go on there at the moment. So let me know what you think. And yeah, Lightworker coaching. Coaching, healing the works. I'm going to be doing the full on, and there will be books. I may do some transcripts of what I've, you know, told here. There will be podcasts eventually. It's just taking a while to get this all flowing smoothly and getting out there. So if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. Sorry I have to keep saying that, but I'm building the channel. Please support the channel. And let me know. Oh, finally, I have been pushed again, and you know I've been resisting this, doing some readings. They're going to be sort of Lightworker readings. I'm going to do a few a week, say 5 a week to start off with, and contact me if you want one. Somebody, or you know, somebody already has. I have to get back to them, but please do that. I will have 5 slots. It will be by private video, and you can come up with a couple of questions. I will do a private video of what I get, and I will tune into your guides and any deceased loved ones, ancestors, whoever. And I'll, you know, try to answer those questions and give you information that you need. And it will be to do with your journey in particular. I advise you about any flower remedies, crystals, because I'm qualified and all that, that might help you as well. That's going to be £35, and it's private video, and you need to book a slot for me to do that video in the week, because they've got me doing so much at the moment. So contact me via email. You will have to put you'll have to pay for the reading first via PayPal on the day that I'm going to do it. Okay, so if that suits you, no problem. If it doesn't, we'll see. We'll trial run this and we'll see how it goes. So contact me for next week if you want one. Okay, and then I'll pick it up. It won't be all the time. It'll be for bursts that I'll do these readings, because they've got me doing so much, and I want to be able to do healings at some point. So okay, I shall see you later. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, there'll be other videos coming out non-stop. So take care, and I shall see you next time. Bye.